accountancy subject. Before proceeding with this subject, would like to have interaction with you, would like to have conversation with you people. So you people have done with your board exams, right? Few have got what their results also, that is CBSE board, they have got the results, and SSLC state board, they are waiting for their results. So others, soon after your exams, what others thinks that you all are free, but from my point of view, it's partially incorrect, because many questions are running in your mind, right? What next? Soon after your exams, soon after your results, there will be many questions in front of you running in your mind, that what next, right? Which stream should I select? There are many streams, there are many courses, so which course, which stream would be best for me? See your students, you all are here, you have finished your exams, you have got, as I said, that you have got their result, that is CBSE board and other boards have got their results, but SSLC and many others are waiting for their results. You all want, you all are here, you have finished your exams and you want to enroll yourself to PUC. This is sure that you all want to go for further studies. But in further studies, which stream, which course? Okay, so there is a gap, right? So with the help of this bridge course, I and my other faculties are here to help you people to fill this gap with the help of this bridge course. Okay, so before proceeding with the subject knowledge, I would like to have, just I said that I would like to have a conversation with you people. I want to talk to you people that during school days, I guess you all have been for school trip or picnics, right? Correct. So even I'm going to not give many I'm going to tell many stories, many good stories, and you're going to give good examples. Right? With the help of these examples and good stories, we will study we will learn many aspects of our subject, that is accountancy. Right? खेल में हम जो है काफी सारी चीजें सीख जाएंगे, and you people will not get shocked. अरे sir, this story got over and we learned many things. How? Right? This will be very interesting. So let's start with the story. So here my students are waiting for the trip, for the picnic. Okay, so we are going to take them to amusement park for picnic. See here, you can see the smile, the happiness on my students' face. They are happy and they are ready for our amusement park. So let's start the trip. My students have reached to the amusement park and they started enjoying. So you can see here, they are very happy and they are enjoying roller coaster. And next, they are enjoying what super clash, that is water diving. And next, dashing car. Dashing car is one of my favorite game. I think आप सबका भी favorite game रहेगा dashing car, right? Correct? Okay. Soon after dashing car, okay. After enjoying, we all feel hungry and thirsty. The same case is with my students also. They are thirsty and they are hungry. So we took them to food court, right? And you can see here there are many stalls, pizza, yummy, and ice cream, and many other stalls, and they are enjoying the food according to their taste and preferences. Okay, so now they had their food. Okay, they had their food. Okay, once the picnic when the picnic gets over, what we do? We go back to what? We go back to our home, right? Our parents are waiting for us, right? So this is the same case with one of my students. As soon as the picnic got over, one of my students reached his home, and his parent, that is his father, was waiting for him. And whenever as soon as the picnic gets over, we go to home and we exchange words with our parents. That our parents ask us how was the trip, and etc. Right? The same case is happening with one of my students. His father is asking him how was the trip, and the student. And the son replies, the trip was totally amazing and I had a lot of fun. Okay, after telling everything, after telling his every experience about the trip, then what our parents ask at the end? They ask, what happened to the money I gave you? Right? जब ये question आता है, so हमारे चेहरे पे oh shit यार, right? We all will be like oh shit यार, we are now tired, right? So see here what is happening. The father is asking, what happened to the money I gave you? give me an account of it. See, father is asking what happened to the money I gave you, give me an account of it. His father is asking give me an account of it. What does it mean? It means give me a list of the amount, means the list, give me the list of the money spent by you on various activities, on various events. Correct? Okay. So as soon as this question is asked by the father, when जब हमारे पेरेंट्स हमसे पूछते हैं तो हमें बहुत ही ऐसा लगता है कि यार अब इस वक्त तो I can't express, I can't tell, I need some rest. The same thing has happening with what, with our student also, with one of my students. He's saying, you know what, he's requesting to his dad, Dad, I'm a little tired with the trip. Can I tell you in the morning? Can I tell you in the morning? He's requesting to his dad, Dad, right now I'm totally tired. Can you give me some time so that I can tell you in the morning? And his dad agrees for the same. Okay, so after that he goes to his room and he starts recalling where all I had spent the amount. He started remembering where all I had spent the amount. Right? From the very beginning he started remembering, before leaving, while leaving for the trip, right? While leaving for the trip, how much he had received from his dad. His dad had given him how much? 2,000. So how much he had received from his dad? 2,000 rupees. Correct? Then he started recalling, after that, where all I spent. Okay, so the bus ride to the amusement park was free of cost. So he didn't pay anything for the bus ride. It means the school didn't charge anything for the bus ride. Then he started recalling, then where again I spent the amount. Then he recalled that on pizza, right? Next on coffee, and then next for tickets. For tickets, to purchase tickets, he had spent some amount. So now he recalled that where all he had spent the amount. See, this is nothing but what he is identifying. What I am saying, he is identifying where all he had spent the amount. वो याद कर रहा है कि उसने पैसे कहाँ खर्च किए थे. This is nothing but what identifying, right? Okay, then after that he is remembering how much I had spent on a particular event, right? For pizza, how much I had spent. For coffee, how much I had spent. For tickets, how much he had paid, right? And for other things, how much he had paid. So this is, you know what, he is trying to recall how much he had spent on a particular event. So he got to know, he recalled everything. Then the list is ready with him. That for pizza he had spent rupees 300, for cold coffee he had spent 200, and for entry tickets he had paid 1,200, for pasta he had paid 250. So the money received, okay, so what is the total of these expenses? What is the total of these expenses? See here, 300 plus 200 plus 1,200, that comes to 1,700. Plus he had what, pasta also. For pasta he had paid how much? 250. So the total of this all comes to 1,950. So how much he had received from his dad? How much he had received from his dad? He had received 2,000. He had received 2,000, and how much he had spent? How much he has spent? 1,950. So what is the difference between both the balance? Dear students, what is the difference? The difference is only of 50 rupees. It means that 50 rupees should be available. That 50 rupees should be available in his pocket, in his purse, in his wallet, right? So he is going to cross verify, and he cross verify. He checked in his purse, and then 50 rupees is available. So you know what? Now he's tense free. Now he's relaxed. Now he's very happy that yeah, I got the detail. I got the detail. जो मेरे dad ने मुझसे पूछा था, whatever my dad had asked, he had asked me to give me an account. So I have the complete details with me. Okay, so tomorrow morning I can go and I can tell him very clearly. So now at present, at this moment, he is very happy. You can see the happiness on his face. And he is talking to himself. That thank God. Now, thank God. I can go to, means now I can go to sleep. It means what? Now he can have what? Sound sleep. Okay, then what happens next morning? Next morning he goes back to his dad and interacts. Interacts means what? His dad had asked him to give me an account, right? The details of the expenses. So next morning he's going with the details, right? With the details and the balance amount left to give to his dad. So he's giving an account, right? He has written everything on a piece of paper, that is notepad. He's giving the details. He's giving the complete details of the expenses which he spent during what picnic, right? So and remaining balance. Just I told you how much he had received 2,000 and how much he had spent 1,950. So the difference is how much. The balance left with him is how much, 50 rupees. So he's giving the complete entire detail with what balance, the balance amount to his dad. Okay, student, can you tell me what will the impact of this on his father? Right? His father will be, very happy. His father will be very happy. You know why? Because his father will think that his son is very responsible. He is capable of managing the cash, and he is what giving the complete details. He is giving the complete details. What will be the impact of this? That next time onwards, if there will be any trips, organized by the school, college, right? Then his father will send him for trips, for picnics, and for he can assign other activities also without any hesitation. Without any hesitation. Why? The question is why? Because now here the son has gained the father's trust. Correct? So, just tell me students whether this information, the information provided by the son to father is helpful to the father or not. Yes, it is helpful. You know why? For what purpose? To make decision. Right? But based on the information supplied by the son and based on the amount written by the son to his father, the father can make decisions. As I said you, that the father will not say, if in future there will be any trips, then the father will send the students for trip. Right? So this information is helpful for the students, for the father to make what decision. That is his son is what responsible enough to manage the cash. Okay, so students, so far what we see that he had been for what trip, and after coming back from the trip, his dad asked him to give me an account. Then he started what recalling, remembering where all he had spent the amount. That is nothing but for that there is one word, that is identifying. After identifying, he started what measuring. He started measuring, means for a particular event, for a particular thing, how much he had paid. For entry tickets, how much he had paid, 1,200. For coffee, how much he had paid, 200. For pasta, how much he had paid, 250. For pizza, 300. So he after remembering, after recalling, he started what measuring. Measuring means for a particular thing, how much he had paid. Correct, right? So so far we have seen two things. One is what identifying, and the other is measuring. And after measuring, the son went back to his father and he's supplying, he's telling he's giving the entire list. It means, dear students, try to understand, he is giving the required information. What I am using the word required information. Here his father has asked him to give me an account. He is not narrating any story that the trip was awesome, there we saw one big elephant and etc. Here he is giving exact answer that this is the word details. It means what? He is giving the required information to his dad, right? To his dad. Right, related to what? Economic events. Related to what? Economic events. What do you mean by economic events? Those events which can be measured in terms of money. He had pizza, he had what? Coffee, he had pasta. For that he had paid. Had he paid or not? Yes, he had paid. It means those activities are what? Economic activities. Those activities are economic activities. Say for example, if one of my friend is gifting me an Apple mobile, right? Just a mobile. So just see here, listen once again. My friend is gifting me a mobile, right? Just see here, he is giving me a mobile. Okay, I received the mobile. Whether I am giving any cash, whether I am paying him, no. If I am not making any payment, if I am not paying anything, it means this is what? Non-economic event, or you can say transaction. Correct? So here he is supplying what? Required information that to relating to what? Economic events. Economic events, right? To whom? To his dad. Who is here? His dad is what? Interested user. Here his dad is what? Interested user. Why interested user? If he goes and tells to me, if he comes and tells to me, sir, see, this is the details of what the expenses met by me. This is the if he goes to some other person and tells, do you think that those person will take interest? No, those persons are not going to take interest, right? That information will be irrelevant for them. That information will be irrelevant for them because it is nowhere concerned with them. The money given by whom? Money had given by the father. So interested user, in our case interested user, who is the interested user? The father is the interested user, and he will make what? Decision. He will make decision whether to send his son in future for any trips or not. Hope so. So far the story is clear to you. Let's proceed further. So friends, dear students, what does account means? What does account means? Account means a report or description of an event. A report or description. That student had written everything on a notepad of what all he had, what all he done. That it means what? This is a report. Account is nothing but what? Report or description of an event, right? Or experience. What all experience he had words or just written on their piece of paper, that is notepad, right? Okay, then what does accounting mean? What does accounting mean? Accounting, it is a process. Accounting is a process by which a report of events, like pizza, right, burger, and for entry tickets, right, is created. So it is a process. It is a process from the very beginning till the end, right? It is what process. Process means from the beginning till the end, right? It is a process by which a report is created. A report of event is created. Okay, dear students, now the story we'll take a pause, we'll take a break. Okay, then again we'll resume with our story. In between, you know what, I want to so far whatever story we have heard, based on that story, would like to, you know what, introduce one definition or meaning of accounting, and you people will understand because we have already seen this all, you know, words where in our example, in our story. So let's read this story and let's read this word definition, meaning, and let's understand it clearly. So meaning of accounting. What does accounting mean? Accounting is a process. Accounting is a process of identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating the required information relating to economic events to the interested users to help them to make decisions. We'll split this, you know, meaning, right, and we'll understand the exact meaning, right? Exact meaning of each and every word. See here, identifying. Okay, just want to, you know, give initial. There is I for identifying, M for measuring, R for recording, and C for communicating. So there are, you know, 4 letters with us. That is I, M, R, C. I for identifying, M for measuring, R for recording, and C for communicating. In our case, you know what, the student, you know, when his dad had asked him to give me an account, then he started, you know, recalling, right? Recalling where all he spent the amount, right? Where all he spent the amount. Then after recalling, he started, you know, measuring. He measuring that those events where all means on particular thing, how much he had spent for coffee, how much he had spent. That is measuring. And recording. Soon after, when he got the complete details, then he started writing on a piece of paper. That is nothing but what, notepad, so that tomorrow he can go and give out the details to his dad. So once the recording is done, then next day he went back to his dad and he started what? Communicating what? The required information, the expenses, right? The expenses met by him, right? Required information relating to economic events. Just a few minutes back, I said you economic events means what? Economic events means those events which can be measured in terms of money. An interested user. Who was the interested user in our case? The father was the interested user. The father is the interested user in our case, and this information will it be helpful for the father to make any decision? Yes. Next, now we'll see those 4 punch words which were there in our definition. Just I told you initial letters. for those punch words, that is I, identifying, then measuring, that is M, then recording R, then lastly communicating. Communicating C. Okay, so we'll see one by one these 4 punch words. Identifying. See, when he was identifying, okay, the picture came in front of him, in front of his, eyes, that he had what all he had. First, identifying means what? First, what all he had. He had what? He had pasta, he had what? Pizza, coffee, and he spent what? For ticket also. This is what? Identifying. This is what? Identifying where all he had spent the amount, right? Then after, after when he got to know that where all he had spent, then he need to, calculate the amount also where, for which thing, for what commodity he had paid, how much he had paid. So next is what? Our next step is measuring, right? See here. Now the child, that son is measuring the things. That is, for coffee he had paid 200 rupees. For pasta he had paid 300. For pizza he had paid 300, and for pasta 250, and for entry tickets 1200. First he recalled, first he remembered everything, then he started what? Measuring it in terms of money, right? So this is what measuring. So in our definition, right, we saw 4 punch words, that is identifying, measuring. So 2 things are done, right? Identifying and measuring is done. Now the 2 other remaining things are, that is recording, right? After this, once the details is with him, then what he is going to do? He is going to what? Scribble on a notepad, right? On notepad, it means what? He is going to make a list of all those expenses, right? So that he can communicate, he can tell his dad, right? Clear? So next is what? Next is recording. See, now the details are ready, and he have recorded the entire thing, and on notepad he have written the list. His list of expenses is ready. See here, for pizza how much he had spent? 300. For cold coffee how much? 200. Then for entry tickets he had paid 1200. Right? Then for pasta 250. The total of these expenses is how much? 1950. Right? How much he had received from his dad? 2000. How much he had received from his dad? 2000. How much he had spent? That is 1950. The total of all expenses is 1950. So how much he had spent? How much he has spent? 1950. The balance is 50 rupees. Right? So tomorrow morning he is going back to his dad, and he is communicating it to his dad, that dad, this all are the expenses which I met, and the remaining balance is 50. So dad, you had asked me yesterday to give me an account, so here are the details. Okay, after seeing details, and he is returning 50 rupees balance, 50 rupees also, right? This is very important, right? He is returning that balance amount. He is not keeping with himself only, right? He is giving the complete details as well as he is returning the balance amount, right? So he is returning the balance amount, and will just tell me whether this information will be helpful for the dad to make any decision or not. Yes, his dad will be impressed. That his son is capable enough to manage the cash, and next time onwards, if any trips will be there organized by the school or by the college, then his father will send him without any hesitation for the trips. And his dad may ask him to do other activities where small amounts are involved, because now his dad is of impression that his son can manage the cash very well. So his father may assign new small tasks where small amounts are involved. This shows what? Responsibility. This shows that the son is responsible enough. Right? We'll proceed further. Okay, so he's just now I said that he's giving the required information of economic events to his father. See here, his father had asked him to give what happened to the money I gave you, right? And give me an account. So he's giving only what related to. He's supplying the information only related to that thing, right? The next, okay, what is economic event? In our definition we heard economic event also. There was one word, that is economic. What? Economic event. What is economic event? Economic events are those events which can be measured in terms of money. Right? Economic, see here, events which are measured in terms of money. So here we can measure, here we can measure this coffee into rupees. For a glass of coffee, in our case, this is not glass, right? For a glass of coffee, how much we are paying? 200. So a glass of coffee costs how much? 200. A pizza costs how much? 300. If we want to have pizza, it means we need to pay how much? 300, right? So here we are, here, this is what I am buying, I am purchasing. If, say for example, if somebody is giving me something at free of cost, right? Say for example, this pasta, one of my friend is giving me treat. Right, one of my friend is giving me treat. In the treat, I am getting what? Pasta, and the two are free of cost. Then the pasta for me is what? A non-economic transaction. But for my friend, at the same time, for my friend, this will be what? Economic event or transaction. Why? Because he had paid the amount and I have not paid the amount. Right. So for me, this is non-economic transaction, and for him, this is economic transaction. I hope so you people might have understood the meaning of economic events, right? Let's proceed further. Okay, so you people might be wondering, sir, is there any word non-economic events? Yeah, non-economic events is also there. Just now I have explained to you. Non-economic events means those events which cannot be measured in terms of money. The students which they had enjoyment in amusement park, can you measure that happiness, enjoyment in terms of money? No, happiness cannot be bought. Happiness cannot be measured in terms of money. Dear students, this world till today and in future also, nobody can measure, nobody can buy the happiness by money. So happiness is what? A non-economic transaction. Okay, the bus ride to what? Amusement park, picnic was what? At a free of cost. At free of cost. So the bus fare was free of cost. Again here, the best example for non-economic event is free bus ride. Students didn't pay anything. The school didn't charge anything. It means school have not charged anything. So this is what? This is non-economic transaction, or you can say event for the students. Hope so. Now you have understood the meaning of non-economic events also. Okay, interested user. In our case, the father was interested user because the supplied information is very useful, very helpful for the father to make a decision, right? See, the father is of what is his father's decision? What is he is thinking? Good, responsible in spending money, right? Correct? Okay. So, dear students, what is accounting? What is accounting? Accounting is nothing. Accounting is nothing, but it is all about money, or that is money received and money spent. That boy had received how much? 2,000. That is earned. How much he had earned? 2,000. And how much he had spent? 1,950. So accounting is all about money earned and money spent. Clear? Okay. Good. So we'll see the formal once we learn. So our story got over here, and now we are going to study. Now we are going to understanding and see the formal definition of accounting. Let's see. Let's start. More formal definition of accounting. What is accounting? Accounting is the process of identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating the required information relating to economic events to the interested users to help them to make decisions. Okay, dear friends, here only I would like to relate that example in this with the here. Okay, in this definition I want to relate that all examples with whatever just now I gave you. Okay, this is the process of identifying. The student had identified where all he had spent the amount. Okay, whenever if you don't remember, you're not identifying, so just try to recall that picture, that try to recall that example, then you know in front of you that image will come, that pizza, coffee and all, that is nothing but what identifying. Then after that measuring, right? Measuring means how much he had paid for a particular thing, right? For a particular commodity. That is nothing but what measuring in terms of money. Then after measuring, he was what writing everything on a piece of paper, that is known as what recording. That is known as what recording. And then after that, after recording, next day he went back to his father and he was telling the entire details. He was giving the entire details. That is nothing but what communicating. He was communicating what? He was communicating the required information. What was asked by his father? What was asked by his father? Give me an account, right? What happened to the money I gave you? He didn't ask his experience, what all had happened. He is just asking about the money. So he is giving required information relating to economic events. Again, see here, he is telling about the economic events. He is not giving the information about non-economic events, like the example of non-economic events: happiness, enjoyment, right? Free bus ride. I saw a big elephant there. I got totally surprised. There were many things. After seeing that many things, I got totally surprised. That was totally new for me. That all thing is not telling, because here it's what economic events for which you have paid. His dad is asking for what? Give me an account for which you have paid. So economic events to the interested user, to whom he is going to supply the information, to whom he is going to communicate, to his dad. If he comes to me, or else he goes to others and tells, do you think that information will be related and helpful for me? No. That is no way connected to me, and I will be what least interested to listen him. I will just hear. I am not going to listen. Listening and hearing is both are different. Listening means understanding. Hearing is just okay. The words are coming and you are not paying attention to what's said. Right? So interested user. So right. So whether that information will be useful for the interested user, yes, it will be useful for the user to make what decisions. To make what decision for the future, right, related to his son, whether to send him, whether to give him money or not, whether he is capable of managing the cash or not. So dear students, we have finished the formal definition of accounting with the help of beautiful example and story. Hope so you have understood, right? I think मुझे लगता है आप लोग को पता भी नहीं चला रहेगा कि कब हमने क्या पढ़ा. ठीक है, हमने जो है पूरा का पूरा स्टोरी कवर किया. स्टोरी कवर करके हमने एक अच्छा डेफिनेशन समझ लिया और मुझे लगता है कि आप सबको याद हो गया होगा. सिंपल सी बात है, सिर्फ इसमें देखो याद क्या रखना है. व्हाट यू शुड रिमेंबर, आई, दैट इज आइडेंटिफाइंग, मेजरिंग, IMRC, I for identifying, M for measuring, R for recording and communicating. So ये हम सब ने देखा beautiful example से. Like this, students can remember things very well and for a long period of time. You know what, students, मैं आप सबसे एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि जब आप चीजों को समझकर अच्छे से पढ़ते हो, ठीक है, once your concepts are clear, once the meaning of words are clear, then take it from me, take it granted that these things will remain forever with you. आप ये हमेशा याद रखोगे, will remember ever. No need to bug up the things. With the help of beautiful examples, you can understand the concept. Conceptual clarity is most important in this world, right? Conceptual clarity अगर है तो आप इसको हमेशा याद रख सकते हो. Otherwise मगब क्या, exams खत्म, then you will forget everything. You will forget everything. So I want you people to understand the things and remember it in a well manner. Otherwise, you know what will happen, you all know, right? So 10th standard तक हम लोगों ने किया ही हुआ है, so I don't want that thing to happen in future. Okay, so remaining things we'll see. Okay, basic elements of accounting we'll see, in our upcoming classes, in my next class, in my next video, right? With the help of beautiful stories and beautiful examples. So till then, stay safe, right? Stay at home, stay safe. Thank you. Enjoy.